Alright, well, one more video for today before I go inside. I've been practicing on waterfalls here for the last few days, and I'm not doing too bad, but just having, making black rocks, waterfall, so I'm going to try a little different today. I'm going to make a little design for the waterfall to come off of, and a little pool for it, and I'm going to try to make the ripples in the pool a little different than I normally would. Normally I just swipe across with my hands. I'll see if I can do a little different this time. So, let's get started. And the first thing I want to do is get rid of some of these paints over here that I'm not going to need. I might need the blue just because of painting the sky, but I don't need the glow in the dark. And I don't need the empty cans, so we can put that out of the way. We'll keep that. Shouldn't need the yellow. Maybe, but I don't think so. So get rid of the yellow, get rid of the glow in the dark. Keep the blues, keep the blacks. I'm going to keep the red and the orange because I'm going to use those to do the rocks. Why? Because I want to. Because I think they'll look pretty cool, especially when I do this. Shake them all up really good, and then spray them all together. Alright, add just a little bit more of the darker red into there. Now we're going to let those set. We got to let them set and dry some, so we can hose it down with black and make the design. Speaking of which, I need to find my bag o' junk. Found it. Sorry for that. A little bit of dead air, but I had to go find my bag o' junk because my bag o' junk contains all my magazine paper and my plastic bags and all that stuff that I use to make the designs on the paper or on the canvas and poster board. Wow, Jim's brain is fried right now. But in the past week, I've made about 5 long videos, a couple of shorter videos, and about like 4 short ones. And besides the grandkids that we do have here already, we had 2 of their friends over all week. So it's been a long week. Getting to bed 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, getting up at 6, 7 o'clock. I'm too old for this. Anyhow, let's get this dry. It is still pretty wet. Looks pretty soupy, so dry that up some. I don't know if this is helping or not, but got to do something. What I want to do is get that dry so when I put that black on it, it doesn't just turn into a brown soup. I want it to be dry for the most part so I don't pick it up either when I start using my paper to make the design. So come on, paint and dry. Come on, paint and dry. I got over in the shade so there's no direct sunlight, so it's taking a little longer for it to actually dry up, especially when I put it on a little heavier like that. Alright. Just because Jim's kind of impatient and I want to get this video done for y'all, we're going to throw the black down. Yeah, it's covering it up pretty good. So now let's make the rocks we're going to have our waterfall come off of. And this was one that I saw Amethyst do the other day and actually looked really cool, and I tried it and it's like, wow, it actually looks pretty cool. and I'm actually doing pretty decent with it. So take it, lay it down, pick it up. Oh, that looks pretty awesome. And then I want to go here. That was actually a lot drier than I was expecting it to be. It's ripping my paper up pretty good. So, all right. There we go. There's some rock formations. Just get a little bit more out of there to give just a little bit of a highlight. Remember, until people start telling me what they want and paying me for it, I get my own design, so I get to make it look like whatever I want. In this case, that thing stuck really good, so we need to, oh, there it is, dig out the straight edge and get that paper off there. You throw down a little bit of clear coat on it, and that will soften it up, and you should be able to peel that paper right off there. Just kind of do it carefully so that you don't pull up all the paint with it. There, that's not bad. So, there's that. Got that design. No, excuse me. Now, I think, since I've already got this all coated in, I'm going to actually go across it and just make a dark night sky. So we'll do that. Take another piece of paper, since I tossed that one away already, just so I can pull a little up here. Now, if you see what I did, I pulled this all off here, left a hole in the center, and my waterfall is going to come off right here. And for that, since we want a nice solid black edge, I'm going to actually do it the other way and make a nice straight black edge right here. Scrape that off. And that's where nozzle control comes in real handy. You gotta know where your nozzle's pointing. Obviously I didn't. It pointed the wrong way and shot that way. Alright, now we do have to let that all dry. While we're waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna rip off a piece of poster board. Now, I found over the last few days that I've been doing some painting that cardboard will work, but it doesn't work quite as well as poster board does. So if you have scrap poster board laying around, and when the wife cut me out these sheets here a few weeks ago, I had a bunch of this stuff laying around. Works really nice. You just cut off or rip off a little piece here. Works out really good for that. So I keep them around. Regardless of the granddaughter going, why are you keeping that? So, black covered up. My white disappeared. And I do need white if I'm going to do that. So, white, white, white. There you are. I don't know why it got put back in there, but there we are. And I almost forgot, since this is actually going to be a waterfall down into a pool, we got to coat that in black because we need the black background for that waterfall. Because you want that water, you want the waterfall to pop. So now, more waiting. And if any of you know of a good, right now, free editing tool for these videos, I've tried a couple like CapCut, and either I'm not doing it right, I'm not figuring it out, or it won't let you actually chop up videos and eliminate the dead parts. So any of you know of pretty good editing software, give me a shout. Leave it in the comments below so I can try it and see if I can't start editing these videos and cutting down a 25-minute video to 15 minutes and getting rid of all the dead spots. So, alright. Now that I've made my plea, here's my second plea. If you have not followed, click, share, subscribe, follow me. It helps me, it helps get these out to more people, and helps get me more followers and stuff. I'm trying to actually get some money so that I don't have to go out and try to find a job again. Although I'm probably just going to file for disability if I do. But if you know of anybody who might like these videos, send it to them. Because that click, share, and subscribe really helps me. Now, you don't have to. I'm not pushing. I'm not forcing. I don't want you to do something you don't want to do. But if you like the videos and you've gotten anything out of them, even if it was the laughter from how the granddaughter and her friends act, then follow. Because I got several videos and I plan on making quite a few more with her and her sister and her brother, kind of. Although he's not much of a video fan. When he found out that his one video that I put of him was up there, let's just say he wasn't real thrilled with Grandpa at that point. Alright. Now, waterfall. Get a little more paint on this one here. There we go. Okay, there's that. Now, we have some red. So, we're going to put a little red in there. We got just a bit of orange. So we're going to put a bit of orange in there. We, of course, have some white, so we got to put some white in there, of course. And then on the edges, the black. Then, as I said, I was going to try something different today. I'm going to take that piece of cardboard I was using earlier. I'm going to use that to swipe and see what it does. And we need a little more white. My white's starting to run out. Ran out of a black earlier, now I'm running out of a white. Alright. Yeah, I don't like that sharp edge. So I'm going to go back to the old-fashioned way of swiping with the fingers. Get her spread out there. Alright, got a bit of orange in there. Not quite as much red, but it's alright. And then I want this because It's a waterfall, so there's going to be some splishity splashity there. So we want some splish. And then just at the top, same thing. Where it's coming over the edge at the top, you also want just a little bit of a splash. So and as I said before, you got to be careful because that will make puddles. And there was the puddle that I was talking about. So we scrape that down some, and then we try again. And we just do a little bit of splish splash. Alright, a little bit of splish splash, a little bit of splashing up, where maybe be hitting a rock. Speaking of which, I am going to, because I can never leave well enough alone. And I've always got to add to it. I'm actually going to do this. Do it this way. Take a little bit of black paint, dip my finger in it, and we're going to make a little bit of a rock there. And a little bit of a rock there. Okay, and then one final thing, I need this, because why not? For this one though, I'm going to turn this around. Right here's the top, the white paint. Before I do that though, I'm going to there we go. See what this does. And there. A little bit of the moon coming up in the background. Couple of stars, clear coat it, that thing's almost empty, and down here in the corner, of course, squiggle, date. And we are done playing around. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed these longer videos. I try to make shorts as well, but you know, it is what it is. So hope you enjoyed. I like that. I'm gonna have to do some like grayish rocks though in the background instead of the reddish ones all the time. And see what happens, besides me flipping it over and trying to make a mess of things. We'll talk to you later.